Here's all you need to know about Awakened pets.
7K Dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are finally gonna look at Awakened pets. We have waited for them for so long, but I'm first gonna talk about some of the events going on. Over here you have a Death Kagura's gift box, and you can get a lot of very good rewards just by logging in every day for 10 days. And you get keys, gold, power-up stones, mythical awakening stones, as well as special pet tickets and selectors. So it's pretty good, and we also have a new check-in event that is for the Pet Awakening celebration. You can also get pet summon tickets, mythical awakened stones, special pets, as well as power-up stones, and even Gyarados and Isabella accessory tickets. So it is pretty good, so make sure you check in every day. So for our first awakened pet, we have Irin, and she is Eileen's pet. Eileen got Mythical Awakened last week, so here we have her pet finally awakened as well. Over here, you will see that you only need 2 million gold to awaken the pet, and cost wise I think that is pretty okay because 2 million gold is really easy to farm, and you can always get it back later through a method where I will show you how. Okay, so 2 million gold, and then we finally have Awakened Irin, who has the colors of Awakened Eileen of course. And over here you will see that awakened pets actually have very good passives. Here you'll see increased physical attack by 15%, counter rate by 15%, and also damage for 2 to 3 target attacks by 20%. And then subsequently, every level you increase your awakened pet, the numbers will increase. Okay, and in level 2 you get counter rate increase, level 3 counter rate increase as well, and level 6 is going to be pretty significant whereby the physical attack buff actually doubles from 15% to 30%. So I think this would make a very good pet in PvE, possibly to buff Shane. Okay, we'll take a look at that later to see where Irin can be used. And subsequently from level 1 to level 6 you have 3 skills, and from level 7 onwards there's actually an extra skill, extra passive that the awakened pet gains. And this is gonna be pretty significant, I would say, because in just level 7 to level 10 this number can also be buffed up pretty significantly, as you will see here. So from level 7 to level 10, it gains about 20% increase. So I think awakened pets are subsequently going to be very, very crucial. And using the right pet could really make or break your match, your battle. So this will be something very interesting to look at, especially for future pets, because their passive can be really varied and different from what heroes have. So we're going to look at the power up. Basically you can either use rubies or pet essence, and you can use tickets to increase the success rate. And yes, there is an RNG factor, and this is something that I was pretty turned off by. I'm just so annoyed that everything now in the game has an RNG factor to upgrade, and it really just limits your progress in so many ways. There's no sure way you can get something level up, no matter how experienced you are, no matter how much of resources you have, you will still be limited by the RNG. And yeah, even though gold tickets here increase success rate by 20% and silver tickets increase success rate by 10%, I think it still is going to be not a very good chance, especially when you get to the higher levels of the cheer power up, because at higher levels later on you will see in the video the percentage is very low, and it is also capped. So the gold and silver ticket only makes a slight amount of difference the higher you go. And over here you see that I'm going to unlock my pets here, and I'm going to prepare to sell them. And we're going to look at the cost, because the only way to get pet essence is by selling pets. There's no other way to get them. Okay. So over here I selected Irin, and you see that 4-star Irin sells for 200 essence and 6-star Dillo sells for 800 essence. So if you do the math, you will realize that 4 of the Irins that you use to make a 6-star Irin is going to give you the same amount as a 6-star pet. Basically the pet essence you get by selling 4 4-star special pets is going to be the same as a 6-star special pet, and in fact you get more gold by selling 4 4-star special pets. So there's absolutely no need to power up, to rank up your pets before selling them. You can sell them at the 4-star level, and I think you would benefit even more. So yes, I'm gonna sell everything now. Finally, if you guys have been hoarding all your special pets, just sell them now, because I think this is the perfect time to do so. And just by doing this, I have already gotten 6,000 pet essences. Of course, I don't think that is going to be enough because of the RNG factor we have. And you can see that you also claim back the gold that you used to awaken Irin, so no loss there at all. I'm gonna continue selling all my pets even from my storage, and I'm just very paranoid at this stage because I want to make sure that I don't end up selling my real copy. I'm only planning to sell the duplicates. Yes, I do have a lot of pets, and pets have been released for a very long time, so that's why I have a lot of them. If you are a new and returning player, please don't stress over this. I mean, Dev Kagura did say that Awakened pets will definitely benefit the long-time player because they definitely have more resources to play around with, and if you are new, you may think of going to World 12 to farm for pets, especially now that there's an event whereby they said that through the patch notes you can get 7 night pets by farming in World 12. However, I would really want you to listen up for this because according to this in-game screenshot provided by my friend Imperium, it shows that you can only get one 7 night pet one time. Okay, you can only get one 7 night pet one time. So the moment you get it, it's the end. You cannot get any more special pets from World 12. And I think this is a huge disappointment and a huge miscommunication from the patch notes from Dev Kagura himself or herself. I don't know. But only one 7 night pet, and you really expect players to lose their keys through this process to get pets and forsake getting other resources like fodder, like gold. I think it's very unfair. I think it's kind of like a scam as well because just one pet and you don't even know when that pet is gonna drop. It can come later, it can come earlier. The rates are very bad for special pets, of course. So I would strongly recommend not doing this event at all. I think it's a complete waste of keys. Just farm as per normal for rubies in World 4, 5, 6, 10 and hold on to your rubies because there's gonna be a new special hero coming out next week for sure. Okay, so now that we have pet essence, we are going to go back to Irin. Now that we have 20,000 pet essence, we are going to try to power up. And of course I failed at 50%. Well. And if you realize that every time you fail, you actually increase the success rate by 5%, which is pretty good. Okay, so you start off at 0 to 1. So now I'm getting from 1 to 2. We're gonna try again. Hopefully it won't use up too much because it is after all 55% chance success rate. And I managed to get it at 55%. From level 2 to level 3, scored it in the first try, which is really good. The success rate drops to 30% now at level 3 to level 4. And this is gonna be pretty nerve-wracking here. Thankfully, I made it at 40%. So everything seems pretty okay so far. Okay, so far it's okay. From 4 to 5 is still starting at 30%. Okay, do note that if you have the pet ticket, it will definitely buff it by 20 and 10% respectively. So now level 5 to 6. So level 6, remember, is the crux that maximizes the physical attack rate by 30%. So this is something I want to go for. 40% success chance now from 30%, so it's going to become 45 now. And then yes, we made it. We made it. So now level 6 to level 7. So this is kind of the math here. I don't really know what's going on, but never mind. So now we're gonna try from level 7. Wow! Okay, super good. Level 7 to level 8. So far we have already spent 8,000 essences, and we're gonna try here. So you realize the success rate increases by 4% only. I managed to get it on 24% success rate. So now we are at level 8 after spending 9,000 pet essence. Okay. Level 8 to level 9 is basically where you maximize the 2 to 3 target attack damage. And it only increases by 2% now. So as I said, the higher you go, the harder it is, of course. And even if you have a lot of pet essence, this will be a very big limiting point whereby it's gonna get really hard unless you get the ticket to buff your success rate. So I'm gonna try. I tried all the way to 20%. This still doesn't work, and I've already spent about another 3,000 there, and I spent about 12,000 so far. Still, the success rate is actually capped. You realize it doesn't go beyond 20%, so you really need the ticket at this point, because if you don't have the ticket, it will always be at 20%. And I've already spent about 13,000 pet essence. I'm not gonna go on until I get the ticket from the event later. So they'll actually be giving you tickets, the silver tickets, okay, later on in the day. You can try to use them to buff the success rate. I'm basically done for now. We're gonna look at where we can use Irin. I think Irin is basically a PvP pet right now, because increasing physical attack by 30% is a huge deal in PvP. Okay, especially stacking on with Eileen's 30%. I think Zahara, Galidus is going to do a lot of damage. And also Irin's 4th effect is going to help Galidus and Eileen a lot as well. They're going to increase the defense of these two heroes, and that's going to be very good. So if we're going to look at heavenly stats, because that's where Shane is used, and you're definitely not going to use Irin on a Velica team, right? We are going to compare her to Kail. So Kail has this effect that decreases cooldown by 10%. And you know that this decrease in cooldown is very important for Shane in order for you to skill effectively every turn. And turn count is super important in heavenly stats, because if you don't manage to land a skill in that turn, you are going to end up wasting that turn. You're going to increase your turn count and your rank is going to drop. So I'm still thinking if Irin is actually very suitable for Shane in this case, because Kail obviously has the major advantage of decreasing cooldown for Shane, and I think that alone could still give Kail a better edge than Irin, because Irin, you know, the only thing that benefits Shane here is the physical attack increase, and I don't think it could make as big a difference compared to the skill cooldown. So I think Irin is still ultimately a PvP pet, and hopefully when they make new pets awaken, you know, we can use them in a variety of contexts and not just PvP. And I think it's very difficult to actually see damage numbers increase. Maybe I'll take a look at that later. But just to add on, we actually have a new pet called Setz, and this is actually a dragon that came from smart mode. Okay, basically if you sell him, okay, you can get 2,000 pet essence, and this is a lot more. Okay, this is more than 2 times more than selling a regular special 6-star pet. Okay, 2,000 pet essence just by selling this 4-star pet. So I'm gonna try to pull him for now. I'm gonna spend 1,000 rubies just to see, you know, his rates. And I don't think he's on raid up. Okay, he is definitely not on raid up, because that's not what the patch note said. I can't be sure. The patch note said that Merpero is still on raid up, so but the banner here clearly shows that Setz is available. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna just spend another 2 pulls just to see how it goes. Clearly it's not very easy to get him, of course, because if it's super easy to get him, then everyone is going to have 2,000 pet essences, which is not going to be very ideal for the developers. They're trying to make things very difficult, and I'm still very annoyed at the RNG involved. Thankfully the RNG didn't fail me too badly, you know, as you saw. But I can potentially see this as a pretty frustrating thing even for veteran players, because how am I gonna get back all the special pets? There has never ever been a way to get more special pets on a regular basis, you know what I mean? So whatever I'm selling now, whatever I've sold, I'm not sure if I can hit that same level and, you know, accumulate that amount of special pets to prepare for the next Awakened pet. So that is something I hope the developers can look into and implement, so that players can also get special pets on a much more frequent basis to prepare for the next Awakened pet. And yep, that's all I have for this video. If you did find it useful, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more guys. Thank you so much and see you!